Today we're going to look at a really great rolling pattern for your left hand using the hymn Just As I Am. Now it's written in E flat in quite a few of my hymnals, and it was written in D flat in a few of them, so I'll show it to you in both. Let's jump right in. For our right hand, we're just going to keep a simple melody moving all the way throughout. Now my left hand pattern is going to be moving on eighth notes, and we're going to use a 1, 5, 1, 2, 3 pattern for this song. Now the 1, 5, 1, 2, 3, those numbers come from their position in the chord in that scale. So we're in the key of E flat. Those are the notes I'm going to use for this key. My 1 chord, the first note in the scale, is E flat, so that's my 1 chord. My 4 chord is going to be A flat. That's the 4th note in the scale. It's also called the subdominant. The 5th note in the scale is B flat. So B flat is my 5 chord for the key of E flat. It's also called the dominant. So E flat, the tonic or the 1 chord, A flat, the subdominant or the 4 chord, B flat is the 5th chord or the dominant. Okay, so now let's look at what that pattern looks like for each of those chords. So this is my 1 of the chord, the 3 of the chord, and the 5 of the chord for my E flat chord. So we have the 1, the 5, and then play the 1 again, and now play the 2, the 2nd note in that little scale, and then the 3. Notice that fingering as well. 5, 2, 1, 2, 1. So that's my rolling pattern when I'm on the E flat chord. Now let's move to the A flat chord. That's the other chord we're going to use very commonly in this song. So the 1, 5, 1, 2, 3 pattern for this chord looks like this. 1, there's the 5 of the chord, my 1, 3, 5. So I play the 1, the 5, the 1, go around and grab the 2, the 2nd note, and then the 3. There's my 3rd. That's my pattern when I'm on an A flat chord, and then the B flat chord. There's my chord, so we're going to break it up and do the 1, the 5 of that chord, the 1 again, come around and play the 2, and then there's the 3 again. So that pattern that's the pattern we're going to use for this entire song. Now the nice thing about Just As I Am is once you start that measure on that chord, you can stay on that chord for the entire measure. So right hand was just going to play the melody line, very simple, while the left hand does this rolling pattern. Let's see what it sounds like. So we wait till beat 1, the right hand comes in on a pickup for the word just, and then our left hand joins on the word as. Ready? 1, 2, 3, do it again, left hand, 2, change to B flat, back to E flat. Now we're on the B flat again, stay on the B flat, change to A flat, back to E flat. E flat again, A flat again, back to E flat. B flat, one more time on that B flat, and end on an E flat. And you can go on up and end that way to make it sound more complete. So if you notice, my time signature is 6/4. That means there are 6 beats per measure, and the quarter note is what's getting 1 beat. Now because I'm using primarily 8th notes in my rolling pattern, that means I'm doing 2 sets of that rolling pattern per measure. Here's my counting. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Change to the A flat. that's the first line of that song or the first half of that verse. So make sure you're keeping your rhythm very steady and very consistent. Now let me show you quickly those same chords in the key of D flat major in case that's the key that you have it in your hymnal. So the D flat scale, D flat, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, B flat, C, D flat. So my main chords are D flat. Let's move up to the fourth note in the scale to find our fourth, the subdominant or the 4 chord, and then the fifth note in the scale is A flat. So that's my 5 chord. In every key you play in, the 1, the 4, and the 5 chords are the most important. So we figure out our rolling pattern for my D flat chord. D flat, A flat, D flat, E flat, F. The G flat chord, that's my 4 chord. Let's split it up and figure out what the pattern is. G flat, D flat, G flat, A flat, B flat. And then for my 5 chord, it would be A flat, E flat, A flat, B flat, C. So we'll play through a verse of Just As I Am in the key of D flat. D flat, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A flat, 1, 2, 3. Back to D flat, 4, 5, 6, 1. A flat, stay on the A flat, 5, 6. G flat, 1, 2. Back to D flat, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G flat. 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 6. A flat. And if you'd like, you can add some harmony notes to your right hand to fill it out a little bit more to make it sound a little prettier. If you'd like to expand your hymn playing skills, please check out my 2 web courses, Foundations in Hymn Playing and also Basic Congregational Accompaniment, which includes sheet music for 20 very common hymns. Thank you for watching. Check out my website, natalierainsmusic.com.